All right, folks, so here we are. Let's discuss the personal trainer analyst team project that you'll be working on. Now, first of all, I saw that some of you jumped the gun a little bit trying to create your own teams, which is great. However, I assign you to teams. And so, the way that I'm assigning teams is based on making sure that each team is equal. Thus, we don't have a team with all solid folks, all earning A's in the class, all doing great work. We want an average team, so consequently, I've assigned you to teams. You'll get an email later today introducing you to your team. Now, I just want to talk about the basic steps of the project, and then I'll detail some information that you need for the project. So, what you're going to do, this is the first time I've taught this online. What you're going to do is follow these instructions. So, project details, project teams will consist of 3 actually, or 4. Yours will be 4. Okay, and I, again, will assign those. As a consulting team, you will provide a proposal to the management staff at Personal Trainer Inc. I am the management staff. If there's any other additional questions that you have, we'll talk about that in a minute as to what we need, etc. I'll show you where we're going to communicate all together. We're going to use a new tool to do that. It says, as to your proposed solution for meeting the system requirements as detailed in the text, and of course additional questions you may ask me. It is for your team to determine what items are important enough to present during your very limited time frame. But examples are system requirements, opportunities, some case diagrams, technology used, system lifecycle, cost analysis, mock-ups, etc. However, I will let you know that the system lifecycle, the total proposed time the system will be in place, will be 5 years. You will use a 5-year life cycle, and you are required to do a cost analysis. That means provide the total cost of ownership for the 5 years. We'll talk more about that later. And what your potential return on investment is, meaning how are you going to pay for the system? Are they going to get more members? Are you going to charge a fee for it? Whatever the case may be. Some folks have gone as far as to even create a mock-up website. I'm not saying that's required. I'm just saying folks have gone that far. So the sky is the limit, but the sky falls at 15 minutes. Now, what's unique about this and teaching this online is you, all 4 of you on the project team, are going to have to communicate in giving a presentation. Now, the sky's the limit. You can decide how you want to give that presentation, but since it's online, you're either going to have to give it to me live online, or you can each record your section, with the understanding that you need to communicate because your presentation cannot be more than 15 minutes in total length. So, you can figure out if you've got 4 people presenting, how many minutes does each get? So project deliverable, your team will conduct a proposal presentation. Again, in this case, it's going to need to be online somehow. That is no more than 15 minutes in length. At 15 minutes, I will cut you off. That means at 15 minutes, I stop watching videos. Our management staff is very busy, and we have a set limited time to listen to proposals. So you will not be allowed to take another team's time should you go over. Each member of the team must discuss a portion of the presentation. The presentation should be completed in a presentation software that management can access and review your presentation later. So here's the thing with the presentation. If you do it in PowerPoint, you should have a single presentation, and then each of you should record a video that is detailing your portion of the presentation. A little bit more on that in a minute. One person from your team will upload the presentation using the above prior to your in-person in this case, online presentation, and I'll change that. Remember, this is as if you are sitting in front of a real live business under real live conditions. Now, one advantage you all have is you don't have to dress up in Ben professional attire, but if you're going to do a video where you're recording yourself, you should be in presentable attire for sure. Now, how we're going to communicate about this project and where each and every team can ask questions is out here on slack.com. Now, I've created a project site for us called CIS244 Systems Analysis.slack.com. You'll go out there and you'll register with your cocc.edu email. Okay, I've set it up to where as long as you're doing this by your cocc.edu email, you're going to automatically get in there. Okay, now full disclosure. So this is like, a legal case, right? The prosecution and the defense get access to everything. Every team will get access to every question that is asked. So there's no, secret competitive competition going on and asking questions. I will detail out on, so this is Slack. I will do a deal here on some basic things that you need to know about the project, some limits. For example, you are replacing Bumblebee, folks. What kind of system can you use? Well, I would suggest going out to Google and starting your search by typing in gym management software and see what comes up. Now, you'll notice if I do that, gym management software, okay, I get a bunch of different kinds of software. Let me be clear, and I'll make this clear in the post. Easy Facility. You may not use Easy Facility. Okay, why? Because it's absolutely perfect for this project. You cannot use Easy Facility, period. Don't ask. Mind Body, you can see there's this, eFit Financial, Zen Planner. There's a ton of possibilities for you to choose a software to use. If you have questions, your team has questions about the project, you're going to post them here and I'm going to respond. That way everyone has the information from all the teams. Technology you can use. Well, you could use Google Hangouts. So you could create a team hangout where you all could get together on a regular basis online. All you'll need is a microphone. You don't even need a video camera, frankly. And you all can do your project here. You can utilize Google Docs within Google Hangouts. You could do your presentation all together in this system. If you wanted to, you could then invite me during a time to give your 15-minute presentation with everyone online and give your portion that way. I then would record this Google Hangout or ask you to record it when we do it so I can go back and watch it. Okay? If your team chooses to create a PowerPoint presentation or use Google Docs and just do individual recordings of your sections, each, remember, the total of all four needs to be under 15 minutes, you can use Jing. So Jing is a base unit screen recorder, so you could call up your PowerPoint. I use an advanced version of this called Screencast to do like this video right here. So you can use Jing. And then, of course, go out to Google and start your presentation research. All right? So here's the thing. You all will need to present this between Wednesday and Friday of week 10. You do have a final in addition to this. That's why there's no homework this week. My expectation is that you'll communicate with your team, you'll get started, you'll start asking me questions, etc. Now, if a question becomes too long, what I'll do is I'll post a video link where I answer the questions so that I don't have to type a lot and so that you all don't have to read some long explanation. Okay, so I'm really excited about this project. I'm excited to see how you all solve the challenge. And by the way, this is a real challenge of how do we do a project like this when the team of experts, that's you and your class members, your peers, are dispersed, and how you then give the presentation. If you want to use a different kind of software, by all means, do whatever your team decides. You're going to just give a 15-minute presentation that provides the solution. And again, there'll be more detail on this, all right, as we move forward. So start letting me know. Get on Slack. Start letting me know if you have questions. And good